Well, hello and welcome back to the Tracker Travels. It's a Friday afternoon and that can only mean one thing. Yes, we're off in the motorhome, and this weekend we are celebrating the start of the summer holidays. It is for me because it's school holidays, by going off to Sandringham. So today we're heading off to the Caravan and Motorhome Club site in Bloxburg Wood there at Sandringham Estate. We haven't stayed there for some time. We've got the new Wi-Fi to try out there. The last time we stayed, we recognised that there is challenges with using the internet and staying connected, particularly with the TV and using the Fire Stick and so on. So this is going to be the first chance we've got to try out the new motorhome Wi-Fi install that we've had, and to see if that will really make a difference. Now, Jamie will be home from work very shortly, and then we'll be hitting the road. So we'll see you there. Well, good morning from a very wet and damp July weekend here at the Sandringham Caravan and Motorhome club site. As we checked in after 5 last night, the office was closed, so I've just been down to let them know which pitch we are on. Interesting conversation with the site wardens when we arrived yesterday, as we had expected some upgrades to have been done here at Sandringham. Although he tells us that they had been delayed, they are still in the pipeline. So some exciting news here really. The quite dated toilet and facility blocks are due to be demolished. So as part of the redevelopment, they're going to be completely rebuilt. There's going to be a new office with more than one check-in terminal, so more space for the staff when you arrive, new motorhome service points, and they're going to be putting in a number of lodges as well as part of their offer with the site. So I think a long overdue update, but clearly some of the money that is going into the club is being spent, and I think as this is a popular site for a lot of people, well overdue, but exciting times for Sandringham. As we arrived, you'll have seen a little drive around the site. I'll show you some of the facilities in a moment, but we're all set up. £70 for the 2 nights for the 2 of us, on a hard standing pitch up the top of the field actually this time, so quite a nice spot. So welcome to Sandringham. So this is one of the facilities blocks with a little washing up area, laundry, and the front entrance where you'll find the office and site team. So you've got a second facilities block, children's play area up towards the top of the site. And there's a dog walk through the middle of these woods. And then down to the lower part of the site. So there is a small washing up area at the end of the facilities block. And then the toilets are around to the rear. So there is a laundry room with some basic facilities, but you can see why these are due to be knocked down and rebuilt. Then this is the motorhome service point. You can see it's still got the hold heavy grates to lift up. And then you've got your refuse area, and these chemical points are still in cupboard situation like this. So this is all due to be knocked down and rebuilt very shortly. So we are pitched up on the top field at Sandringham, pitch number 56, which is hard standing and has the space for the awning should you choose to pop it out. Currently just giving the dogs a little walk. So just behind me here is the Woodland Walk. Now this takes you up to the social club where they welcome you in the evening, and it also takes you to the place where you can catch the bus down to King's Lynn or into Unstanton. It's the buses there where you can head towards Dersingham, and that's where the nearest co-op is, and there is an Asda nearby as well. And it's also got the bus down to King's Lynn if you want to go down to the big Sainsbury's on the edge of the town there. But it is a nice pleasant walk to the main road. Yeah, nice little walk there, and local amenities. So just up here on the right, through these trees, is the walk up to Sandringham House. It's quite a nice little dog walk too. So when you arrive, you're now provided with a new site map to the Sandringham Estate, and they've updated their what's on guide. About a 30-minute walk up through the woods here. So as you can see and hear, the rain continues today, so we're not walking too far. Going to take the most of a quick walk with ease, and then a chill and relax back in here. So as you can probably hear, it is still raining, so it's an indoors day with a nice cup of tea and catching up with ourselves. So we're on Sandringham, and we have taken pitch 54 this time, which is quite nice because either side it's got a very European feel to the pitches, with hedgerows in between each of those pitches, which add to a little bit of privacy, and ones that we've not had on this site before. The new little extra that I've mentioned was the new visitors map. So this is the new guide to the Sandringham Estate, which is actually quite useful, quite detailed. Big plan of the walk up and the local area on the reverse. So you're now given these when you arrive at reception when you're checking in. So a rainy day, a few little dog walks in between the rain stopping. Cup of tea time. So now we are home, it's a chance really to give you an update on how that motorhome Wi-Fi worked while we were away. Now we had a good chance really to try it out because, as you've seen from this video, it was a pretty wet weekend. So we, from the outset, from arrival, had the best signal we've ever had at the Caravan and Motorhome Club site there at Sandringham. albeit we were on the raised field, which I think is called the Knights Field, up at the top. But even so, even staying in that part of the campsite before, that the signal from our providers with EE and with Vodafone has never been great. So we are quite pleased to report that with the motorhome Wi-Fi, which we're running off EE, we had a fantastic signal. Now, if you think during the weekend we had the two phones, the Fire Stick was running through the Avtex TV, and at times we had the iPads running as well, and there was even a moment where we'd taken the PlayStation with us, so that was plugged in and connecting wirelessly and remotely back home to pick up the saved games. So the amount of data that was pinging backwards and forwards, not once did anything fail. And that, I think, is an absolute testament to the advantage of having that unit on the top that gives that signal boost and more stability in the Wi-Fi. So really pleased to report. And I guess a benefit of having the wet weekend was we really were able to try it. So a big thumbs up for that. Biggest test we've had of it yet. Really pleased with that install. If you haven't seen on one of our previous videos, that was done with Auto Editions Nationwide. Tyrone there, if you get in touch with him, he can talk you through the options as he did with us, but would highly recommend that install.